students, welcome to class 12 children for the present session. So far we have discussed three topics on probability. Those three topics are conditional event and its probability, and second one multiplication theorem of probability, and third one independent events and their probability. So these three topics we have discussed with a good number of examples. Now let's come to have another discussion on the next topic of probability. Okay. Now today's session is about Bayes theorem. See, this Bayes theorem in probability we use in many practical situations. I would like to quote one situation. Suppose we may have seen many situations in our society where investigation is needed. Investigation is needed, particularly in crimes or in accidental cases or in death cases. So wherever what is this investigation is required, the investigation department should have to start their investigation basing on the probabilities of various causes for the happening of an effect. So here there are some causes and effect. Effect, if you take a death case, investigation department, the person investigation from investigation department have to start their investigation in various angles. So they need to do some basic some work on the probabilities of various causes. What are the different causes for the happening of a particular death? The causes may be natural death, the causes may be accidental death, or the causes may be murder. So there are different possibilities are there. So basing on the probability, chances of various causes, the chance of natural death, the chance of murder, the chance of accidental death. So they should have some basic information. Accordingly, they should start their investigation. If they have more chance of accidental death, then accordingly they should start their investigation. If they have the more chance for murder, then they should do their investigation on murder angle. So in that way, this Bayes theorem is helpful to do the investigation. So let's start what is Bayes theorem. So if E1, E2, E3, etc. En be a partition of sample space and capital A be any event of non-zero probability, then probability of event Ei when event A happens is given by probability of Ei intersection event A by probability of A. Here we take event A as an effect happens, and events E1, E2, E3 up to En in the partition are various causes for the event A. So there are n causes for the happening of an effect A. Event A might have happened because of event E1, or because of event E2, or because of event E3. So there are n different causes for the happening of an event A. Now we are in the need of probability of cause, a particular cause Ei when an effect A happens. That is given by probability of E by intersection A by P of A. This is according to conditional theorem, conditional event probability. This is conditional event only. Now using multiplication theorem of probability, we can write the numerator, and using theorem of total probability, we can write the denominator, so we can have probability of EI when A happens is given by probability of EI into probability of A when EI happens divided by summation of probability of EJ into probability of A when EJ happens, where J runs from 1 to N. So it is nothing but total probability. Theorem of total probability gives denominator, and numerator is simplified by using multiplication theorem of probability. Now let us try to understand the same Bayes theorem concept using some event diagram type. So let us take a sample space with a partition having two events. Event E1 and event E2 comes in partition of sample space S. So this rectangle represents sample space, and event 1, E1 and event E2 forms a partition of sample space. Now this is an effect A happens. This is an effect A happens. So for the happening of this effect A, there are two causes, event 1 and E1 or E2. Now this portion is represented by E1 intersection A, and this portion is represented by E2 intersection A. And probability of this event is given by probability of E1 into probability of A when E1 happens. And probability of this event is given by probability of E2 into probability of A when E2 happens. If you add these two probabilities, then you will be getting chance of A with the help of total probability. Now let us find probability of E1 when A happens. So we are going to find the chance of a particular cause E1 when an effect A happens. That is given by probability of E1 intersection A divided by P of A. This is according to conditional event probability. But now this numerator probability of E1 intersection A is nothing but probability of E1 into probability of A when E1 happens. This is by multiplication theorem of probability. Now this is probability of A. Probability of A is nothing but total probability, the sum of these two, that is given here. Now probability of cause E1 when A happens is given by probability of E1 into probability of A by E1 by total probability. So in that way we can find probability of a particular cause for when an effect A happens. So in any situation we need to observe what is the effect and what are the different causes for the effect. Are there two causes are there or three causes? Sometimes three causes may be there, sometimes four causes may be there, it depends upon the situation. So this is in that way we can find a chance of a particular cause when an event, when an effect A happens. Okay, let's move to another diagram which also we can understand easily. Bayes theorem. Bayes theorem with two causes. So we have taken sample space S with one of the causes is E1 and another cause is E2. So we have taken a partition with two events. Probability of E1 is P of E1, probability of E2 is P of E2, and this green color oval shaped event is represented by event A, and this red color line is partition made by these two events E1 and E2. And this is effect. The green color event is effect, and this is cause E1 and cause E2. Now this is probability of A intersection E1. It's given by probability of E1 into probability of A by E1. And this is probability of A intersection E2. It's given by probability of E2 into probability of A when E2 happens. So if we add these two, it gives total probability of event A. This is probability of cause E1 when A happens. So the numerator comes probability of E1 into probability of A by E1. Denominator is total probability. Similarly, you can find probability of E2 when A happens. Numerator comes P of E2 into P of A by E2. Denominator is total probability. It is very simple. If you understand the diagram, you can easily do the problems. You need to understand what is the effect and what are the causes. You can easily write causes E1, E2, E3, E4 like that, and effect, name it as A, and write the probabilities, probability of E1, probability of E2, probability of A by E1, probability of A by E2, then fill the diagram and easily you can find chance of any cause or the any effect. Now this is Bayes theorem with three causes. So we have taken a sample space yes with partition with three events. Event E1, E2, E3 makes sample space into partition. And this is the event A represented by A, which is named as affect. And for this affect, there are three causes, maybe cause E1, maybe cause E2, maybe cause E3. Any one of these three causes gives us an effect A. Now this portion is E1 intersection A. The probability of E1 intersection A is given by probability of E1 into probability of A by E1, and this portion is probability of E2 intersection A is given by probability of E2 into probability of A by E2, and this portion is E3 intersection A, and its probability is given by probability of E3 into probability of A by E3. If we add all these three probabilities, then we get total probability of A. Theorem of total probability gives us probability of A. Now, suppose we want to find probability of cause E1 cause when event A happens is given by probability of E1 into probability of A by E1 divided by total probability. That's all, very simple. Suppose you need to find probability of cause E2 when A happens. Probability of cause E2 when A happens, that is also given by probability of E2 into probability of A by E2 divided by total probability. Suppose you need to find probability of cause E3 when A happens, that is given by probability of E3 into probability of A by E3 by total probability. So in that way we can easily understand the concept of Bayes theorem. So if there are four outcomes, four events in the partition, then also we can do the same way. So like that we can find probability of any particular cause for an effect A happens. So let's move to applications on Bayes theorem now. So let's take an example now. Bag 1 contains 3 red and 4 black balls, while bag 2 contains 5 red and 6 black balls. One ball is drawn at random from one of the bags and it is found to be in red. Find the probability that it was drawn from bag 2. So the situation is drawing a ball from bags. There are two bags, bag 1 and bag 2. Bag 1 contains 3 red and 4 black balls, while bag 2 contains 5 red and 6 black balls. So different statuses are given in different bags, and one of the bags has been chosen and one ball is drawn, it was found to be a red ball. So you can easily understand what is the effect here. Here the effect is getting a red ball from the chosen bag. So we may get red ball by choosing bag 1 or by choosing bag 2. So there are two causes, choosing bag 1, choosing bag 2. So by choosing bag 1 we may have get red ball, by choosing bag 2 we may have get red ball. So there are two possibilities for the happening of getting red ball. So let us write the events now. E1 is event of choosing bag 1. And event E2 is event of choosing back 2, and the affect A is event of drawing a red ball. So this is affect A, and these two are causes for the happening of this affect. Now probability of E1 is given by probability of E2 also equal to given by 1 upon 2, because only there are two bags we have to choose, and they are equally likely events outcomes, so we can choose the chance of choosing bag 1 is same as chance of choosing bag 2, that is equal to 1 upon 2. Now probability of A by E1, probability of A by E1 is given by probability of getting red ball when bag 1 is chosen, that is bag 1 status is there are 3 red balls and 4 black balls, total put together there are 7 balls, and we need a red ball. Getting a red ball when bag 1 is chosen. So that is given by 3 upon 7. There are 3 red balls out of 7 balls, so it is 3 upon 7. Now probability of A by E2. Probability of A by E2 is given by probability of getting red ball when bag 2 is chosen. So that is given by 5 by 11. So all the values, so now we are ready with values. Now we proceed now. Let's see the diagram also. This is partition with the E1 and E2 in the sample space S. Now this is event A, affect, getting a red ball from the chosen bag. And this is event E1, choosing bag 1, event E2, choosing bag 2. The probability is 1 by 2, probability is 1 by 2. The probability of E1 into probability of A by E1 is given by 1 by 2 into 3 by 7. This is 1 by 2 into 5 by 11. We multiply, add these two, we get total probability. The probability of E1 by A is given by formula as per the Bayes theorem. Now we can go apply the formula, and this is the formula, and substitute the values and get the value 35 by 68. So this is one of the applications on Bayes theorem. So let's move to another example. A man is known to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. He throws a die and reports that it is a 6. Find the probability that it is actually 6. So a man is known to speak truth 3 out of 4 times. So for every 4 times he speaks truth in 3 times. That means the probability of speaking truth is given by 3 upon 4. Then probability of speaking false is 1 upon 4. And he throws a die. He reports that 6. It is a 6. So we can't believe it, because he speaks only 3 out of 4 times truth. He speaks truth only 3 times in every 4 times. So we can't believe that it is true. So he said that it shows 6. But in fact, the die might have shown 6 or might have not shown 6. So in fact, there are 2 possibilities when we throw a die. When he throws a die, when he throws a die, it may appear 6, it may not appear 6. So there are 2 possibilities, but he reports that it is 6. So affect is reporting that it is 6, and causes real, in fact it is appearing 6 or it may not appear 6. So that's why we define event E1 is equal to event that actually 6 appears, and event E2 event that actually 6 not appears. Then affect A is equal to event that man reports that 6 appears. So probability of E1 is given by 1 upon 6. When a die is thrown, the probability of 6 appears is 1 upon 6, and probability of 6 not appears is 5 upon 6. And probability of A by E1 is given by probability of reports that 6 appears when actually 6 appears. So you look at this event, when actually 6 appears, and he reports that 6 occurs. That means there is coincidence of what is happening and what is reporting. Same thing. Therefore, he is speaking truth. So this is nothing but event of speaking truth. A by E1 is nothing but event of speaking truth. This is given by probability of speaking truth. So it is equal to 3 upon 4, because 3 out of 4 times he speaks truth. it is 3 upon 4. And similarly, probability of A by E2 is given by probability of reports that 6 occurs when actually 6 not appears. So look at this event, as 6 is not appearing, but the man is reporting that 6 occurs. Something he is speaking false. Therefore, this event is equivalent to event of speaking false. So probability of not speaking truth, that is 1 upon 4. Now we are ready with values, then we move to formula. Bayes theorem with two causes, probability of event E1 is 6 appears, event E2 is 6 not appears, and probability of E1 is 1 upon 6, probability of E2 is 5 upon 6. And this is the event of reporting that 6 appears. This green color event is event of reporting that 6 appears. That is represented by A. Now, this is probability of 6 appears multiplied by probability that reporting 6 appears when actually 6 appears. That is 1 upon 6 into 3 upon 4. Now, this is probability of E2 into probability of A by E2. So, probability of not 6 appearing, probability of reporting that 6 appears when there is actually 6 is not appearing. So, it is 5 by 6 into 1 by 4. Now, probability of actually 6 appears when man reports that 6 appears. Probability of E1 by A is given by probability of E1 into probability of A by E1 by total probability. That is equal to 1 by 6 into 3 by 4 divided by 1 by 6 into 3 by 4 plus 5 by 6 into 1 by 4, which is equal to 3 by 8. So in that way we can find probability of actually 6 appears when he reports that 6 appears. Thank you.